There is a place, not here or there, but somewhere in between. There is a space in the thin air that really can't be seen. If you listen and observe, you may be surprised. Some may call it Camelot or even paradise. Some may say you cross a bridge, others through a door. But all I know about this place is that I call it Evermore. Evermore. Good evening, sweet spirits. Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Suzanne Sorrell, and I'm the producer and host of the Evermore Paranormal Network. Tonight we're doing something very special for our 100th TEPN episode, and that is to give you, the viewer, a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on to make a paranormal TV show. So we are on our way to the TV station. Jim is driving. How do you like the drive in, Jim?
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's about a 31-mile drive to the TV station from where we live. And so it's a Saturday. There's usually traffic on the road. Hopefully we don't come in to any snafus on the road. So, you ready for today, Jim?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, well, let's get started then. So where are we heading now, Jim?
We're going to stop by McDonald's for a quick bite to eat on the way.
Because it's going to be a long day.
Yep.
We're at the drive-thru at McDonald's. Aren't you excited?
Oh, yeah.
This is like a regular thing for us on the way to the TV station.
Yep.
Yeah, we get a little something to share because we're going to be at the station for 8 hours.
I know.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So we are passing the Stone House, which is part of the Manassas battlefield property. We are driving by the battlefields on either side for miles. This is the quarry that we drive by every time we go to the TV station. I'm filming through the window right now. It's pretty cool though. So Jim, we're still on the road.
Yep.
We have been on the road for about an hour and 20 minutes. We're almost there though, right?
Almost.
Traffic's been a little busy today.
Yeah.
It's kind of expected for a Saturday in Northern Virginia.
Yep.
Okay. So we're not there yet, huh?
No.
So we've arrived at the TV station. Finally, after about an hour and a half or so of drive, right?
Yeah, I've been on the road a little while.
So, are you ready to get started? We got about 6 hours of filming ahead of us.
Yep.
Okay.
So we just arrived at the studio, and we're getting ready to grab the gear and go inside and do some filming for our show tonight.
We finally arrived at the TV station. It's been over an hour and a half commute. Now we're getting ready to go in and film for about 6 hours. So come on in with me. Let's go have some fun. So now you're at the front desk. You're getting, what are you doing at the front desk?
Getting lavaliers and a SSD card to film on.
Okay, and we're checking in?
Yep.
So we've just gotten to Studio A. We're just walking in into a dark studio. Well, there are some lights on. They were left on. Okay, we're gonna put our stuff down over here. gotta wear a mask right now because of COVID here at the station still. Okay, so Jim's getting ready to go into the control room. So what are you doing, Jim?
Making sure the audio board's on.
Okay. Now, Jim is our director for the shows, all of our shows that we film. We have 5 TV shows right now. We're just getting here at the TV station. He's doing the basic stuff just as we walk in before we get going. Now what are you doing, hon?
Bringing up our show folder.
Is that for the logo?
Yeah, for the logo.
Okay.
Ready for that. And the timer.
Is this the timer that I'm always seeing?
Yep.
When, there you go. Timer's set.
That's it.
That's the basic stuff for now?
Yep, for now.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
Okay.
So that's the recording light. It's not on right now because we're not recording yet. We just got here. That will be lit up when we start recording. This is the first door into the studio. That'll be shut when we start recording. Then we walk on into the studio. This door will be shut when recording. This is the area where we manage the lights in the room. Let me just pan up to all the lights in here. We don't have them all on yet. This is what it looks like when we walk in. Look at all those lights. They'll be on later. Now you come upon 3 beautiful, magnificent TV cameras. Very expensive. Wish I could afford one, but they're really expensive. Here's camera 1. Camera 2. And camera 3. There's the black curtain. Sometimes we use the black curtain. It's a lot more work to put up and use than to use the blue curtain, because the blue curtain is easy. We can just pull it over. Now when we walk in here, initially there's the set behind the curtain. I don't usually use this. Some people do. I haven't used it. Maybe once or twice when I was maybe in the first season. We have a news desk with 2 chairs. Usually I'll sit there by myself for a lot of the shows. If I have a guest, right now I can only have 1 guest due to COVID, and we have to sit one way over on this side, one way over on this side, because we have to be 6 feet apart. The other thing in here that we use a lot is the monitor. We use this, you'll see our logo on this behind me most of the time. But we've started doing some Zoom shows where we have guests come on via Zoom, and they'll be on the screen. Now, that was the news set. The studio also has a cooking set for cooking shows. We've used this for parties when we film some of our specials. Most of the time I just use it to put my stuff. That is a mirror up there that's used for cooking shows. You film the mirror, and the mirror is looking down on top of the food as it's cooking. Cooking shows are very hard to film, but the great thing about a cooking show is you get to eat the stuff afterward. The only thing left to show you in here is the door to the prop room. And I will take you there a little later. So this is the prop room. We're not allowed to really go in here right now. We have to get somebody to help us. Because of COVID, they don't want us handling anything. So, just showing you a quick look of the prop room. One side has usually plants and art and things you can use for the set. Then there's all these tables and chairs and couches down here, the heavy stuff. And then over on this side, another staircase goes up to extra seating that you can use for the set. So now we're entering the women's dressing room at the TV station. I'm going to shut the door. And here you go. Here we are. You can see the lights, really bright, but you really need those because like I come in here to check my makeup. I also always tell my guests to check their teeth and their nose because the cameras don't lie. They see everything. Now, there's also a little sink, and I have my makeup bag, a chair, and a table. Pretty simple. That's all you need.
Turn the lights on for the studio. Check the position of the table. It's always moved somehow, some way. Okay. Set up the TV monitor. Let me get the curtain first.
Okay, so it looks like you got the monitor fixed, and the table, the lighting, the curtain. Everything good, Jim?
Yep.
Okay. So now Jim is making sure that his seat is comfortable, since he'll be the guest tonight. Your seat comfortable? And later we got to make sure that our head heights are about the same level, because that looks awful when one person's sitting higher or lower. That's a main concern when you're setting up a talk show. So Jim, what are you doing now?
I'm getting the camera that we're going to use ready. I put it in place and adjusted it.
Okay, so we're only using one camera tonight?
Yes.
Because you're going to be in here. If you were in the other room, we'd be using 3 because you'd be switching the cameras.
Right.
Okay. So Jim, now what are you doing with the camera now that you have it in place?
Making adjustments for the handle right now, and then the position of the camera.
Okay. And then you're gonna do some focusing and so on.
Yeah.
I'm in my position for tonight. So what you're looking at is Jim adjusting the camera. Our logo is on the lower monitor. Later, that will be us here behind the news desk. And the clock at the top will start rolling when we're filming. Usually our segments, we usually do 8-minute segments, 3 8-minute segments in a 24-minute show. And then also when the camera's rolling and filming, the red lights will be on. Right now, we're just getting it ready. So Jim, is the camera ready for tonight?
Yeah, I got everything set, ready to go.
Now you gotta go into the control room and perform your magic in there, right?
Yep.
Okay, see you in a little bit.
Okay.
So now it is about 3 o'clock. We've spent 1 hour getting set up. We had several issues, tech issues. There's always something, you can count on that, no matter how many shows you've done. But we are now ready to film. There's the set, the curtain, the monitor, the props, the seats. And tonight, just one camera. Makes it pretty simple for tonight. So this is Jim. He's the director of the show, and he has a nickname. We call him the Magic Man. Let's find out from Jim what all magic that he does in here to get this show on air. Jim, can you show us? Begin.
Yeah, so these are our support terminals for monitoring the studio. We got a logo set up here on this monitor here, and have our timer, which I set up in the studio for Suzanne to watch, so she knows when her segment is about over. Got the on-air switch, so we're recording. Make sure people see that above the door.